Hi folks, welcome to the Prepared Homestead. This is Travis. Thank you all for stopping by to watch, all this stuff that's going on, everything. Stuff that's been going on for years now. It's crazy to think that it's been years since the whole COVID stuff started. It's been that long. But anyways, it's really all part of their plan. And I try to get that point across to you all the time. And I think sometimes it's because of the length of time that this has happened and everything that's gone on. Sometimes we might forget about that this stuff isn't just happening. It's not just, oh my goodness, what's going on? Why is the whole world lost its mind? Why are all these things going on in our world today? Well, they're going on because this has been part of the plan for a very, very long time. And it's gone under different names, but it's all pretty much the same stuff. And we can't forget that their plan, or all of this stuff that's happening and going on, is part of their plan. And their plan is to completely redo, revamp, reset our world. I believe personally it's because they knew it was going to happen anyways. And they're just trying to orchestrate and control the collapse. They've known for, I'm sure, decades that their monetary policies, that they're gonna run out of luck. They've known that all of the other things, whether it be natural occurrences or just human population, migration, things like that, they knew that things were going to change. And they knew that they wanted to stay in command and control. And so they concocted this plan. They also probably knew that the things being foretold in the Bible were eventually going to come to a head. And we were going to experience those times. Now, of course, I'm speaking of things called Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, the Great Reset, Build Back Better plan, and ultimately the beast system in the end times. Last night I watched a video from Glenn Beck. I would encourage you to watch that one. He posted it last night on his YouTube, and he was talking about this very thing of how it's all the same plan. He's mentioned in there they kept rebranding it. People would get caught on to what Agenda 21 really was, and so they rebranded it and called it Agenda 2030. And then the next thing you know, they've rebranded it and called it the Great Reset. I've said pretty much the same thing in the past, that the Great Reset is simply the Agenda 2030 plan, but it's all wrapped up in a nice, pretty bow. And we have to realize and not forget that most all of the stuff that's going on, it's all being orchestrated by these people. It's being orchestrated because they want to control your lives. It's not really about the money, I don't believe. I mean, these people are worth tens of billions, hundreds of billions, some of them even trillions of dollars, although you won't find those numbers officially. So, I mean, how much money do you really need? It's not about the money. And whatever it is about the money, it ends up being about control. They want to control you. They want to control your body. They want to control human population growth. They want to control your health. And ultimately, they want to control your mind also, but ultimately, they want to control you at a molecular level. This goes back to, I believe, and I know I'm going to go out on a wild conspiracy theory chase, but I believe that this is very much the same type of thing that was happening back in the days of Noah. And I think that's what Yeshua was really talking about when he mentioned the days of Noah. And they're back then, if you do a little digging and research, and I'm not going to go too far down this one today, but there's evidence that there was manipulation, very possibly at a molecular level. And I know you're saying, what? They didn't understand those kind of things back then. Well, maybe the humans didn't, but the fallen angels very much did. And so I think we're just back at the same place that we were, many thousands of years ago. And if it means anything at all, the video that got me suspended here on YouTube and why I'm under a probationary period was talking about that very same thing. This is part of their plan, folks. When you listen to the Klaus Schwabs of the world and they tell you that, oh, people are going to be angry, people aren't going to like it, it's going to be chaotic, you're not going to own anything. And everyone's like, oh, that's a cute little old grandpa. Okay, whatever. Except they mean it. It's actually happening. It's happening all around us. I mean, has it been chaotic for the last few years? Have people been unhappy for the last few years? Of course they have. Have people found out that they own nothing? You lost your business. You lost your house. You lost your income. You lost your wealth. You'll be happy. You'll eat bugs. You won't eat any meat. You'll be happy. Yeah, that's exactly what we're seeing happen around the world and here in America. And most people are just like, okay, whatever. The conspiracy that's been around for many years now of depopulation. Their plan is to lower the population of the earth. Well, why is that? Well, it's easier to control. If they can kill off hundreds of millions or billions of people, then it's much easier for them to control. And when the big apocalyptic end happens, I think they think their chances of surviving and staying in control is better, because if you have billions of people after them, it's a little different than if you have maybe just a few million or a few hundred million. And as much as that conspiracy has gotten laughed at over the years, if you look at the things that's happened and the plans for their future, it does look like that they are kind of depopulating the planet. And they laugh about it. The Bill Gates. Yeah, you just wait till that next pandemic. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, we give them shots to them children and it kills them. Oh, it's so funny, isn't it? It's funny because they are so emboldened that they do it right out in the open. They figure that their plans have gotten so deep now, that they have so much control, that they have manipulated your mind so much, and they have manipulated the population so much that they can just say and do these things pretty much out in the open now. You listen to the stuff that leaders are saying. Look at Biden. The other day he was talking about how children aren't the parents, they're the community, they're the whole community, they're communal property. I mean, that is right out of the communist playbook, and now he's just saying it out loud. The lies, the Nova Harari, or whatever the guy's name is, Nova Harari, that talks about all of their diabolical plans to make themselves, these people that think they're in charge, make themselves gods, make themselves immortal. How that eventually you won't even know what it means to be human, because they're going to alter our at the genome level. They're going to alter it so much. Oh, you silly little humans! You don't even get it. And the reason for that is because it's a very demonic plan, and they know that their power. If you look at biblical prophecies and you compare it to this Great Reset, Agenda 2030 stuff, all that, it goes with it so well. And it's because that's what it is. It's because evilness, darkness, satanic powers and all that, it's becoming stronger. As the end gets closer and closer to the end, the darkness will grow. There's all kinds of scripture in that. And that's what we're seeing happen. That's why we're seeing the world appear to be so much more evil, so much more wicked, so much more hate and violence. Well, it's because that's the way it's supposed to be at the end. All of these plans, when they try to spin some, new deal. Oh, this one's good. This one's it's gonna help business. It's gonna help agriculture. It's gonna help all those poor people. It's gonna spread equity. It's gonna, we're gonna be the most tolerant people that's ever lived. Diversified. Oh, and multicultural. It's gonna be beautiful. Except the truth is that it's evil. Because along the way, they're destroying everything godly, everything traditional, everything moral, everything wholesome. This is their plan. Oh, they wrap it up in a pretty bow that we're all gonna be equal. We're gonna end poverty. We're gonna end illness. We're gonna create these shots that they'll be able, one shot will be able to go in your body and fix any kind of illness. Oh, it'll be great. We're gonna digitize the money and we won't have to worry about it. If you have cash and that guy doesn't, we'll just be able to give everybody money. We'll just be able to give you a piece of plastic and put some digits on it. And now everybody's rich. There won't be any poverty anymore. Oh, it's great. It's a great plan. And unfortunately, too many people in the world buy it. It's not really even so much that they buy it. It's just they don't care. They don't care. They're so, they're so focused on their bread and circuses that they don't care what the government does. They don't care what these elites are doing. As long as they've got their 3 squares a day, as long as they can watch their football, go fishing, as long as they can go dancing, as long as they can watch their Kardashians and all that kind of stuff, they don't care. They just don't care. And I think that's also biblical too. The love has grown cold. The evilness has spread. They tolerate things. How many Americans, and then you're just going to have to guess on this one. There's no way to know the answer to this, but how many Americans today, right now, are tolerating things that they couldn't have imagined even existing 10, 15, 20 years ago? I'm sure a lot. That's all done for a reason. It's all to desensitize us. It's all to allow that sin into our lives just a little bit. And it starts growing and growing and growing. This plan, these things that are happening, whether it's financial, banks falling, other countries shifting to different currencies, wars and rumors of wars, and widespread illnesses, crazy old men running the country, all of this stuff. It's all part of their plan, folks. We cannot forget that. All the stuff that we're doing, all the preparations, the work that we're doing in our families and our communities, all the things that we're staying on top of, we're paying attention to. We're sitting down there, writing all this stuff down. Oh, this happened today. Oh, this other bank failed. Well, that just gives us, doing the calculations. Well, that means that we probably got 90 days left. We might have 6 months. We could have 3 weeks. All that stuff that we're doing, don't ever forget, this is part of their plan. This is all being orchestrated. plan is to rid this world of anything godly. It's to completely and totally take over. For whatever reason, they think that they can still destroy and defeat God. They still think that they can destroy and defeat goodness and light. And that's what they're doing. Now, of course, you and I know that their plan's going to fail. But they believe that there just might be a chance that they can succeed. And that's why they're doing all this kind of stuff. This isn't just a weird time to be alive. This is all part of their plan. And that's why on top of the preparations, the getting your beans and bullets, on top of becoming self-sufficient, on top of building community and tribe, I push as often as I can that we must also be spiritually prepared. Because this is spiritual warfare. All these things that are happening, they're just manifestations, physical manifestations of what's going on in the spiritual world. They're real and they're happening and they're affecting us. And you need to be prepared for it. Because even Yeshua says that we will go through tribulations, that we will experience that darkness. And I think personally, it's something far worse, far more terrifying than anything any of us could realize. And we need to be ready for that, folks. Because the storm's coming. Dark times are coming. You see the signs all around us. And you need to be getting ready. Get your houses in order. Prepare yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Throughout all history, precious metals have been the one solid asset that has held their value through banking failures, hyperinflation, and financial collapses. Visit the link below to moneymetals.com to find a wide variety of silver and gold to secure your wealth with real money. When I purchase online, I choose moneymetals.com because of their fast and secure service and competitive pricing on a wide variety of precious metals. moneymetals.com in the link below.